Okay, no problem. So, hello everybody. So before being with BeBaby, we were kind of zombie parents. We kind of waited a long time because when we started with Samantha, Mateo was what, 18 months, I think?
17 months, I think.
17 months. And then by the time we started, I think he was turning 18 months. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's one of those days today. So the problem, well, not the problem, we didn't have a life. We were super, super exhausted, zombie parents, not patient at all. So everything that Samantha said, that was us. And we thought nothing was going to help us because we kind of looked at a lot of other programs and nothing had worked. So when we kind of started with BeBaby, we were like kind of, and I remember we told Samantha like several times, like, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Because, is this gonna work? So we didn't really had any expectations, but we were kind of, okay, this is the last resort. Because after that, we don't know what to do with our son. He wasn't sleeping at night. He was waking up, I think, every two, if I remember well, every 2 hours, something like that. And he was staying awake 3, 4, 5 hours at night. So it was exhausting, and I was pregnant. So I was 7 months pregnant when we met with Samantha, and then we worked with her. It took us a month to kind of get Mateo to sleep at night. It was hard, but I can say if it wasn't for Samantha, and oh, I'm sorry. If it wasn't for the support we had with her like daily, I don't think we would be the parents that we are today. I'm kind of sleeping more now with a newborn and a toddler than I used to sleep before. So just to tell you guys, like I told my husband this week, I'm like, oh babe, you know what? I'm more rested now. Like we have a newborn and I'm okay. So that's how much she helped us, and we don't regret it at all. And when I can talk to someone, a new mom or someone who's going to have a newborn, or I'm always telling them about BeBaby, and like I hope people listen to me, because I'm like, I would have liked to kind of known about BeBaby with my first son at the beginning. So no, we're super happy with the program, and I hope some of you parents are going to listen to me and hop up with Samantha.
And so, yeah, Andrea joined us when her son was, turning 18 months. And he was a very, there are different levels of situations. Mateo's sleep problem was pretty severe. And also he was in that weird age. He was in a weird phase where he was a baby that never really slept in a crib. And so he was in a Montessori bed very early. And so we couldn't put him in a crib, although it would have been sort of easier to do it. But because he had a history of a Montessori bed, we couldn't. And so we were kind of like in this weird place where, it was not easy to actually go ahead and sleep train him, but we did it. And it went very well. We had to, I think, I think you'll agree, Andrea, not only it was the fact that it was a customized plan, but all of the support and the ongoing communication to make sure that we tailored it, right?
Exactly. And I was always telling my husband, I was telling him, if I didn't have Samantha on a daily basis, I wouldn't have been able to go through it. Like, because it's hard for a parent. It's really hard. It's not something easy to do, but it's something that you have to do for your son, because he needs to sleep. He needs to sleep. So and now he sleeps. He has a regression right now because of our new baby. But again, I text Samantha and she's like, okay, do this, and we're on track again. So no, we're really happy. And as a couple, Daniel, he really, every time we have a call together, except for today, but every time we have a call together, he's on call with us. So he's on track. He watches everything that like I watch. So it really helps to be on the same level, both together, and know what we are doing. If I wake up to go put him back to bed, he knows what to do. If I can go. So it's always the same thing that we're doing with Mateo.
And you had, so you've had 2 children, right? So you had your first birth without knowing BeBaby, and you had, you know, very difficult newborn stage of life and what have you, but you just had your second birth after going through all of our birthing training, because we do have a large section on childbirth preparation. How was that different for you, giving birth a second time with that preparation versus that first time around?
It was day and night. It was really day and night. And actually all the classes online that we have, those help me really not to go through with all the medication. I wasn't convinced at the beginning. At the beginning, I was going to go through the birthing the way I went the first time. But then I totally changed my mind, and I actually did most of my labor at home with my doula. And I got to the hospital, I was at 9 centimeters, if I remember well. So I got there, it was 9:15, and he was born at 9:45. So I went there just to pop him out. That's it. But I did everything at home. So I really followed everything that Samantha had on her classes, online classes. And it was a bliss. Honestly, just because of that, I'm okay to have a third kid.
Awesome. Well, I hope you'll stick around for that third baby. And I remember because I think it was on a Friday that you texted me and you told me a few details about what was going on in your pregnancy. And I said, oh, okay, use my personal phone because you're going to give birth in the next 24 hours. And you said, what do you mean in the next 24 hours? Like, yeah, you're going to go into labor and you're going to give birth in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, and it was actually the next day.
Next morning, right?
Yeah, in the morning. Yeah. So, but I really felt, last time I really felt not alone, but kind of alone, because I didn't know who to ask. Okay, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. And this time I had a doula also, but I had Samantha. So I was also texting her, and whatever I was texting her, she was replying to me right away. Okay, don't worry, you have this, it's okay. So no, it really felt differently, really felt like I was in control this time. So it was amazing.
And this time we'll prevent all of the sleep problems that you had with Mateo and not go through that with Luca. We're going to start on the right foot, right? So for those who have toddlers and preschoolers, it's not too late. We can still fix sleep problems. Absolutely. And for those who have really young little ones, well, take advantage of the fact that you're not 16, 18, 20 months down the line, completely exhausted, right? Where there's a time crunch. I remember Andrea didn't even go through one of our seminars. She found us in a mom group because we came, you know, highly recommended. She asked for a call. She booked a call same day. She got on the call with Daniel and she said, this is what's going on. We need this fix. I am 7 months pregnant. It's go time, right? It's crunch time. She, you know, joined the program right there and then on the call, even though she was like doubtful that anything could be done at this point with the sleep situation, but she's like an action taker type of a girl, right? And Daniel too. So they're like, this is what we want. This is what we're doing. We're doing it now. We're not second guessing ourselves.
Yeah, but it was the best decision. Like we really don't regret it at all. It's actually a blessing. So no.
Well, thank you for sharing. And when Daniel does pop in, just drop it in the comments and we can have him come on for a few minutes and share the dad perspective of it all.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andrea. And I'm going to have Daniel actually come on because he just joined us so that he can tell us the dad version of his experience of joining BeBaby. Hi, Daniel.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good, good.
Okay, good.
Thank you for taking the time to join us. We were just chatting with Andrea before while she was multitasking and breastfeeding baby Luca. So, can you tell us a little bit about, I know that for you guys, joining BeBaby was kind of like a triple thing in the sense where we had to work on Mateo's sleep because he was kind of like a very difficult case. Plus, there was an upcoming birth, and you guys had not had the greatest of experience in the first birth, and you wanted something different, and you wanted to avoid all of the sleep difficulties that you had with Mateo with Luca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk about your
sorry, I was falling asleep a bit, sorry. Well, obviously, in the beginning, for me, I'm always a little bit more skeptical. About everything. What if it doesn't work? What about this? What about that?
Talking about naysayers.
And financially now, okay, no money involved. But at one point, I do work in renovation construction, so my days are pretty long and hard. So coming home and dealing with the little guy was, I just,
not having the energy.
Yeah, I didn't have the energy, and it was just getting too much. So I just told Andrea, you know what? All right, let's give it a try. And so far, honestly, I can't complain. Everything you guided me, you guided her, guided us. It produced fruit. Now I can, this day Mateo put him to bed, woke up today after 5. I was like, all right, that's pretty good, for someone who had to wake up 3-4 times a night just to calm him down.
That was him, but I used to wake up like 8 times a night, so.
Yes. So it was wow, now especially with the new one in our lives, in our routine, different routines.
We sleep more.
We sleep more. Andrea's happy. So it's a game changer. It's a life changer. Now there's a little bit Mateo with the jealousy part, but slowly but surely, he's getting around it. But no, honestly, Sam, if I can call you Sam,
of course.
It was a big deal for me. The change.
We don't regret it.
Zero regrets.
Yeah.
If I can, how you call that? Refer you to people. It's nothing but positive. Honestly, it's. I don't know if there's people here watching me what I'm saying, but
there are.
They are. Oh, okay. Sorry.
There's quite a big group of people watching.
No, if it's new people that are skeptical, listen, my wife knows me. Before I spend a penny, I'm gonna look everywhere. But it's a big plus. It's a big plus for me. I actually get to sleep a little bit more than 5 hours.
We think the program is not for like the husbands and dads and all that, but yes, like.
Oh yeah, no, it's like you said before. I came to the point when you say "happy wife, happy life." It's yeah. No, it's especially dads. I know mom has most of the pressure. Everything roams around mom. She's the one who's in pain. But as a dad, sometimes you feel useless. You don't know how to help, what to do.
But now you knew.
Now I know, especially you have that app on the phone. So before going to bed, I always watch a little episode. So
when he was in traffic.
Yeah, or traffic. I put it in the car via Bluetooth. It's funny, but we learned so much, even with the kids, how to educate them. I'm Eastern European. Me, this was education. So all about talking, all about different avenues, getting to know him better. Going to his level. Asking him questions. I come from a family where everything is just explosive. So even now, my first thing is just to explode. But I just get that look from Andrea. I'm like, yes, Mateo, our son's name is Mateo. What's the matter? You know, what do you want daddy to do? Guide me, tell me what do you want, and so forth. So no, it's a great experience. I don't want to say it was a great experience because it still is.
Yeah.
So you still stuck with us for a few months. So
We're happy to be stuck with you for a few more months.
yeah.
No, thank you for sharing that, you know, that dad perspective of it all. And I love hearing that you listen to our videos on your drive to work and before bed.
Yeah, I have proof, you know, because it says how many completed episodes you've seen. So
well, that's awesome. We love having dads that, you know, really include themselves. And you know, sometimes we have trouble even getting the dad to show up on that call, right? Because they're like, well, this is sleep stuff and it doesn't regard me. And what I tell their wives and to tell them before the call is, you got two choices. You get on the call and you get a say, or you don't get on a call and you forfeit your right to the decision making, right?
yeah. No, it's if there's any dads around there, honestly, I strongly suggest to watch as much videos as possible, ask as many questions.
It makes it easier to be on the same page.
Yeah, for sure. You know, like you know, I didn't really grow up with a father figure, so it's not something that I want to pass on to my sons. So I want to be there in every way, in every you know, I never had dad hugging me or kissing me, so you know, this is something you know, I want to transfer to my kids, and with your videos, it helps a lot.
Oh, you guys are doing fabulous, and I'm extremely proud of you guys of you know, the past birth experience that you guys had, and how Andrea was so well prepared and calm, and how Daniel, you know, you knew what to do and you knew how to support her, and you guys managed to get exactly, you know, the birth that you wanted. And you know, you guys look fabulous 5 seconds after.
Yeah, no, that was thanks to you. Listen, you prepared us. Like, you know, the story, you know, it went super smooth. It went, you know, it was
well, I was
crazy,
the one with the pain.
Yeah.
But
I was the emotional side there, you know.
Thank you so much for sharing, Andrea and Daniel. If everybody can say thank you to Andrea and Daniel for sharing with us tonight, we really appreciate it. We know that you guys have a tiny little newborn plus a toddler, and you're like, how many weeks postpartum now? Like what, like 8 or how much?
3 weeks.
3 weeks postpartum, exactly, right? So yeah, because you had Luca like a month after I had Milan. So we were due very close together. She does look fantastic, doesn't she? Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. So you've heard it from dad, you've heard it from mom, you have both sides of the coin. And, you know, our program is for moms, but it's also for dads, right? So everybody gets their own chat access to their consultants, both husband and wife. They get access to our app and everything. So it's really, you know, a family experience.